Alright, using the cracks formed by the pillar's collapse, they climb the plate and make their way to the Shinra building to rescue Aerith. Again, we
Yeah, we're
skip
skipping
all of
that
that.
mini game because, gotcha.
And also the fact we probably would have been bullshit with the touch controls.
Alright, guys, let's do that iconic pose. Let's bust through the front. Sure. Saving Aerith comes first. We go in through the back, quietly.
Sounds good.
So do we get to climb the whole shit of stairs as well?
Unfortunately, no. Again, we technically also skipped that, and in fact, actually, a good chunk of the floors.
Oh, they took out the choice?
Yeah.
That's a shame. Like, even gotchas could have had a way where you pick one, you maybe have to deal with more battles or less.
And now we skip directly to the meeting. As they make their way through the building, they eavesdrop on a meeting of Shinra's board of directors. Because again, it's that easy to just sneak into the vent from the fucking toilet. We have the damage estimates for Sector 7.
It's going to put us in literal debt.
Well, we're gonna have to take it out of your
Literally.
wages then, Reeve.
Considering those factories we already set up and all the investments, the damage estimated at approximately 10 billion gil.
All to kill a bunch of people who we didn't even kill all of. Congratulations!
The estimated cost to rebuild Sector 7 is...
We're not rebuilding.
Oh yeah, sure, just leave the giant trash heap.
We're leaving Sector 7 as it is. Besides, it looks a lot better than it did before. And restarting the Neo-Midgar plan.
Wouldn't that involve rebuilding Sector 7?
The promised land will soon be ours.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Different location.
Not only that, I want you to raise the Marco rates by 15% in every area.
Good
Fucking
radiation.
taxes.
I'll go get the
Later.
blender.
Rate hike, ta-da. Please include our space program in the
That
budget.
Sit
fucking
down!
portrait, holy
Moon
shit.
tourism!
Yay, yay, yay!
If you forgot, if I remember correctly, Palmer is in his position literally because he's just like the president's brother or some shit like that.
Even Scarlet will divide the extra income from the ratings.
That's the case of people hired in position where they shouldn't be because of nepotism.
Oh man.
What are you doing?
What are you
jerking
doing
off,
under the
Palmer.
desk?
Sir, if you raise the rates, the people will lose confidence.
Like I give a shit. There's no need for concern.
Can
Are you
I
sure about
please
that?
change seats? It's awkward over
The
here.
ignorant citizens won't lose confidence. In fact, they'll trust Shinra Incorporated even more.
After all, we're the ones who saved Sector 7 from Avalanche. Damn, that dirty bastard.
Beep.
Beep!
You know, it's funny.
Hojo.
Hold on,
How's it going?
Jovan. First of all, we have to see Hojo's portrait and find something else.
Oh boy.
As a specimen, she's inferior to her mother, Ifalna. I'm still in the process of comparing them, but for now, the difference is 18%.
My God, that face
very
looks like it has
slimy.
that face looks like it has the cheekbones literally carved in.
43,814 days, or will 120 years be easier to comprehend?
You can do math. Good for you.
Regardless, it's probably impossible to finish in our lifetime, or in the lifetime of a specimen too, for that matter. Alright, Sheriff, I call correctly about Scarlet, about tutto.
We can't wait that long. I'll make her talk.
I'm sure you will.
Who's zooming in?
Boobies.
Geo focus.
I mean,
Look, you can't put those two things in front of us
It's
and just
morbid.
expect us to ignore them.
Anyway,
she's an important specimen. She must be treated carefully. But don't worry, I have a plan. We're thinking of breeding her.
Ooh.
Yes, we kept that from the original. Then we could create one that could withstand our research for a long time, thus allowing us to make progress more quickly.
Okay,
This is so gross. I forgot how gross this is.
Very well. I'll leave that to you. And don't concern yourself with the funding. I want progress.
I mean, remember, Shiroi, it's even different shades. In the remake, which is supposed to be the more logical version, Hojo wants to have a bunch of soldiers gang banging her. In this, it's even worse. He wants Red 13 to bang her.
The idea was that Red 13 was another legendary being, so supposedly
Yeah,
their
again,
two genes
concludes
would
our
create the
genetics,
perfect being.
Something stinks.
That's just you.
Well, you know what they say. If you hear the smell, that's
Yeah,
usually the
I
buzz.
was hoping that one of the characters in the bed would do an impression of one of the board members and get them in trouble.
They were talking about Aerith, right?
Probably.
By the way, Tifa, next time you see that Scar Girl, slap her for me, please.
And we talked about it in the original commentary, but I did see like people wanting the fight to be like as it is in the remake. It's like, no, couldn't they have like an actual fight?
So what, have Tifa basically reaction command Scarlet into the ground, cause...
Shiroi, can we have both? We can have the
Okay.
slap.
They know how to fight though. It's just weird that they stopped for that moment.
Intergrade showcases that Scarlet can fight using her own Magitech armor, which is supposed to be a hint of how she's gonna construct the Prod Cloud, so who knows, maybe.
I mean, the difference is like, well, she was kind of there just in person, also bird's eye view.
Yes, remember, this is what it was also for
Yeah.
the original game. And again, not just like in the original, Hojo is such a moron that he leaves the doors open so that the others can use it. In order to find out where Aerith is being kept, they decide to follow Hojo.
Okay, let's go, and follow Hojo just like the narration said.
This is our next dungeon, technically, count as. As you can imagine, as a sort of a gimmick, it has a couple of plates or buttons that open a couple of doors that hide other treasures. Again, since I'm just recording again from the PC, I basically scoured most of the treasures anyway, so don't worry about that.
I remember in our playthrough of the original game, one of the most memorable parts of that playthrough to me was when Joe Bird's clown came up with the idea that apparently the security system is powered by the pipeline through the toilets. And that clogging up the toilet stops the security system from working.
Yes,
Go on.
it was foolproof.
Yeah. You see, Shiroi, my wife actually has usually says something about women like Scarlet. Look, if you're gonna dress like that way, you can't. You're practically asking for them to look. So you've only got yourself to blame.
That's part of her strategy. Aside from Scarlet being narcissistic on her own, there's also the fact that she uses that to have people under her feet, sometimes literally.
Oh
you know,
yeah,
as
the
remake
remake.
showed.
The remake definitely emphasized she is absolutely using her sexiness to control.
And I mean, it's perfectly understandable when you think about it, but
Yeah, that's the thing. Shiroi. That's my wife's position. My position though is like, look, if the lady likes to, be looked at and appreciated for attributes, it's rude not to look and appreciate it.
She's not asking you to appreciate. She's manipulating you, and you're all falling for it.
Well,
Not sorry. I am many things,
Again,
but I'm
can
not.
Penis.
Sure. Again, can it be both?
Damn.
It can, but if you die, it's on you.
I mean,
okay.
hashtag worth it, I guess.
Yeah, hashtag so fucking worth it. So,
Alright.
Scarlet is definitely quite the baddie.
I'm being a massive hypocrite, but anyway.
Oh.
okay, you're gonna have to explain that to me later.
Is this today's specimen?
Yes, we're starting right away. Raise it to the upper level.
Sir, have you considered that maybe this is just a little bit inhumane?
What part of, one part of doing science to be God you don't understand.
Exactly.
My precious specimen.
You know,
God, that
Theo-
back posture is awful.
You know, Theo, I
It's
just
the gamer
realized.
posture again.
You know, Theo, I just realized. Ojo is basically South Park's Dr. Mephisto.
Kind of.
Huh. Who in turn is based off of specifically the island of Dr. Moreau.
Dr. Bureau. Specifically the Marlon Brando version.
Yes, I know, because he's got his own little me, essentially, based off of that.
My experiments will make the world for the best. For example, here's the monkey with 4 asses. How is that going to make the world better?
And that's remember when Cloud notices the Genova tank, although they basically have it the one from the remake, which means it's just a tad bigger.
What? Genova, Sephiroth's. So they brought it here.
Cloud, stay focused.
No, it's okay. I'm just having a traumatic flashback that may or may
As
not make
usual.
me evil. I'm fine. This is creepy.
Yeah,
No shit.
Again, one omission would actually kind of miss. Barrett's looking at the tank and says, "This thing is missing its fucking head. Let's get away."
I guess because we're not up as close, so we can't have a look at it.
Again, it was a thing the original, and the comedic time was just perfect with that.
It was, yeah.
Well, remind me, Terry, if I remember correctly, that line, that was a localization line, because I don't think it was intended to Japanese.
Very okay, maybe it was just, flavored because that was the thought process in general, and maybe Barrett was just saying that's just, maybe when he said what he said here, that's creepy, let's move
Yeah,
away.
the Japanese script probably originally said that.
Like I said, the one that's used in this version sometimes, puts one-to-one what it was from the original, as in the localized version of the original. Other times just refines a bit of things, and I get the idea, just retranslates from the original Japanese script, just in a bit more better, composition.
We lost these guys are sick. It's over.
Oh well.
Aerith! Whatever you do.
Aerith? Oh, is that her name? What do you want?
Well, look at the bright side.
Kick your ass.
Look at the bright side, Joe. We'll always have Spoony Bard.
We're taking Aerith back. No mating today.
Right.
What?
Outsiders.
Should have noticed it earlier, you.
To be fair, he has a point. There are so many frivolous things in this world, like science!
Are you gonna start with your speech?
Oh, are you going to kill me? I don't think you should.
The script says you shouldn't.
The equipment here is extremely delicate. Without me, who could operate it?
The time ghosts? Then again, they probably would just heal him anyway.
Also, the script tells me that I'm not supposed to recognize Cloud. That's right. I recommend you think things out logically before you make any rash moves. Now bring in the specimen. Popcorns are sold separately.
Play the music to get them into the mood.
I do not want to hear his playlist.
Help!
What do you think you're doing?
Lending a helping hand to an endangered species, a protector and an ancient, both on the brink of extinction.
I get the feeling this breaks a few rules of humanity.
If I don't help, all these animals will disappear.
So you see, I'm actually being noble here.
And this is why you look so crusty. Animal? That's terrible. Aerith is a human being.
Tifa, newsflash, Tifa, human beings are animals. Sorry if this is...
Oh,
Hey, let's
shut
try
up.
not to be this pedantic.
Semantics, shut up.
Well, to put it into scientific terms, Barret, we're up. All right, my time to shine.
Yeah, why didn't you shoot Hojo?
If you'll allow me to...
Priorities. What are you doing? Oh, my precious specimens! Jesus! Ah!
Hey, why don't you fulfill the role, dumbass?
Well, pay
Yeah.
attention to what Ojo is gonna do, because this is actually a bit of a change, or logical compared to the original.
Thanks, Cloud.
Oh yeah, don't thank me and Barret. It's not like we did anything.
What's
Well,
wrong?
Yeah.
Also, like, we helped too. What the?
Yeah, we helped too.
Alright, if you forgot, in the original, Ojo just gets away from the, from Red 13.
In the remake, the time ghost spirit him away.
Here, he uses a taser to temporarily stun Red 13 so he can get away.
Okay, that's a neat
Again,
change.
small things, but this is an ordinary specimen. This is a ferocious beast.
What, you mean the beast is mad at you for keeping him in captivity? Who'd have imagined?
He's rather strong. I'll help you all out.
Again, cool portrait too.
Nice.
Huh? It talked. Also, that's not a beast. That's a cat.
Dog cat.
Actually, I'm more of a dog. Thank you.
Dog
You're
cat.
both.
I'll talk
That
as
is a
much
cat
as I-
face.
Dog lion. What's your name?
Sure, we'll compromise and go with Dog Lion, I guess. Ojo has named me Red 13. A name with no meaning whatsoever to me. Call me whatever you wish.
And that will be the
Okay.
name that you're recognized by, even though you technically have a real name. Come on.
Alright, also just worth mentioning, because again, you're fighting the experiment thingy. With the way the battles are structured, since it counts as the same team that you chose for this dungeon, you do fight it with Cloud, Barret, and Tifa, which honestly made no absolute sense, because in the original, this was Red 13's introductory battle. So I basically just, used the hard fight to showcase, an early way how he plays.
Hey, this way you can even show a maxed out account handling things, since this is a hard mode.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Although I have to say, Red 13 has a set of weapons and limit breaks that are not particularly super interesting to me. I don't think it's that he sucks as a character, but he borders near the low tier when it comes to usefulness. He's mostly suited as your healer for all things, and even then, Aerith beats him for obvious reasons.
in regards to hard mode, what changes aside from, obviously maybe higher
Yeah,
hitting and maybe-
the enemy is jacked up stats, so that's mostly that.
Okay.
At the time we're recording this, the devs are basically rebalancing out a bit the story mode, so playing just the story will feel like an easier experience, because relatively recent chapter bosses had the effect of starting to feel a bit too difficult for casual players, and you will be able to see when we get to those. So essentially the devs have took in the feedback and applied a concept similar to this video per Omnia, as in, when you play just for the story, you should be perfectly fine with the bare minimum of work, but if you want the real challenge, you can play the hard mode. So yeah, that's it's probably for the better. Go on.
But let me try my best. You see, Miss Lockhart. The human beings are part of the ape category in the biological tree, which makes us mammals, and therefore which makes us indeed part of the animal kingdom, like all the other mammals.
Scientifically speaking.
Of
Well, specifically biologically. Yes. So.
Part of science.
It's why it bothers me so much when creationists try to say, "Oh, we think we evolved from monkeys." Well, actually, no. Technically, we are still apes. We're still part of the ape category in the tree. So, but the whole we came from monkeys thing, that's not even technically true. We're still monkeys.
All right, almost done. Fuck. Ew, it's barfing all over the place.
Flatulence, my god.
Thankfully, it was already almost dead.
Down for the count.
And yeah, we even added the howling sound effect for Red 13 for his victory pose.
Fun.
That's cute. Who's a good boy?
Don't condescend to me, please.
Aerith, you alright?
I was about to be forcefully made into a dog. But, yeah, I think so.
Good, okay. Our wife is safe, Tifa.
I have a right to choose too. I don't like two-legged things. They always want to pat me and always treat me very condescendingly and in a very patronizing manner.
Oh, you secretly like it. What are
makes
you?
Think, what about me makes you think that I like it? If I ever gave that, because trust me, I haven't.
The way your tail wags when you get petted.
An informed question, but it's difficult to answer. I'm what you see. It's one thing what I think, it's another thing what my instincts do. You must have many questions, but first, let's get out of here. I'll lead the way.
The real test is you have to scratch him behind the ears.
I apologize for what happened back there.
Crap.
I was merely... Jesus Christ. Calm the fuck down. Manage it. Anyway, I was merely acting to throw Ojo off guard.
Sure.
That was a creep anyway.
Sorry, I just yeeted my drink. There was nothing in it, it was fine, but...
Can imagine.
Now we saved Aerith. Ain't no need to be in this building, so let's get the hell out of here.
Shira is hearing that the dog line doesn't want her to pet him, so
And
she
this
got
time,
angry.
and in this version, they immediately get captured.
Well,
To be fair,
Oh,
kinda makes
Aerith!
sense. Ojo must have alerted security. Also, you're about to see in a second Rude's character portrait.
that's far enough.
It must have been a real thrill for you. Did you enjoy yourselves?
We never even got out of the room.
Oh yeah, nearly being experimented on by a crazy scientist, you know. Time of my life.
Take care of them.
You know, we technically outnumber them.
Alright, check this out. Rude is too cool to look at the audience.
Follow
Okay, so-
me.
Damn.
Okay, so wait. So in this version, we rescue Aerith only for it to immediately get captured, like, a minute later.
Honestly, Waves, it kind of makes sense, but Ojo would alert security immediately while the others were fighting the monster. So...
You again? I thought you were buried under the plate, but I see that I was wrong.
Well, joke's on you. You wasted 10 billion gil only to miss us.
10 billion gil is pocket money.
Oh my god, you rich asshole. Where is Aerith?
Aerith? Are you referring to that girl? She's in a safe place. She's the last of the ancients, after all.
Yeah, I saw what you tried to do with her. Not cool, dude.
It was really weird.
They called themselves the Set and lived thousands of years ago. Now they are just a forgotten page in history. Cetra, or the ancients, will show us the way to the promised land. I'm expecting a lot out of her.
The promised land. Isn't that just a legend?
Even so, it's far too appealing not to pursue. If the land is fertile,
Ugh, there's gotta be Mako. Oh, so that's where Aerith got... Sorry, so that's where Barret got the idea to make the oil refinery.
exactly. No need for muddy bleeding Marco because the abundant Marco will flow out on its own.
And totally not radiate the ever-loving hell out of us.
That is where Neo Midgar will be built. Shinra's new glory.
Which I'm sure you'll live to see, Pops.
Absolutely.
Shit!
Beep.
Quit dreaming!
Oh, really? Don't you know? These days, all it takes for your dreams to come true is money and power.
It's not what Princess and the Frog taught me.
It's a lie. Well, that is all for our meeting.
Stay back. Hold it! I got a lot to say to you!
Barret cheek
How lovely.
animation.
Come with me.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Well,
Yeah.
it shows how strong Root is, holding back the mountain that is Barret.
If there's anything else, talk to my secretary.
I'll see myself out, thank you very much.
Don't worry, I'm sure we will speak very soon with each other. Alright, so let's do our round of checking.
Think we can get out?
Instead
No.
of just moving around the game, essentially lets you preset the choices to talk with.
Well...
I mean, you already know what I'm gonna choose.
Whatever happens, just leave it to me. Is there any reason they chose to lock us together in here?
Cloud, you're so brave.
This isn't also part of another one of Hojo's weird experiments, is it?
Here's hoping not.
Because then that would make it extra weird that he put in Red 13 with Barret.
It's so quiet. I wonder how the others are doing.
Probably pondering our futures. I wonder if they're alright. It feels
Let's
like...
start with Red
It's
13.
Red 13. I wonder if Red 13's alright.
Grandpa.
Grandpa!
Well, excuse me for having a family.
Grandpa.
Yeah, I don't get why Blair finds it funny.
What's so funny? No, really, what is so funny exactly?
Nothing. Lions can't have grandpas.
This thing misses its grandpa. I'll point to it and laugh.
he thinks he's people. I wonder if Barret's alright.
Barret.
Hey! Aerith is an ancient, and the real names of the ancients, etc.
We have
Also,
we have a
it's
problem, guys.
it's a good thing that these cells have, paper-themed, walls so we can talk with each other.
We have a problem, guys. We have to start to rub off on Jova.
Who knows?
No,
Maybe-
everyone's still alive.
Is that right?
Nothing's alright.
Shinra
don't speak to-
believes that the promised land is full of Mako energy,
I don't speak to people who laugh at me for no reason.
which means if Shinra get here, they'll suck up all the Mako energy,
Not listening.
and the land will wither away. The plan's gonna get weaker. Sooner or later, it'll be like if I shoot a hole into the earth, it'll be like I'm killing the planet, it'll be that weak. I can't just leave them be. I'm recruiting new members, starting with you. Me, Tifa, Cloud, and Aerith too.
Wait, what?
Yes, you're a terrorist now.
How about you?
No!
No, because you just. You
can't
did
just conscript me into your army.
You're so damn boring.
Oh, excuse me for not wanting to ally with
All
someone
right.
who laughs at me because of my family.
You're
Let's
so
not-
boring for not wanting to be a terrorist.
I can't help
start
but
with
wonder
Aerith.
where I can't help but wonder where they took Aerith.
I'm right next to you, you dipshit.
It's like,
Wow, are you there?
oh my god, it's like I can hear her in my head. Aerith, you're speaking with telepathy? You're safe?
Don't make me say bad jokes, Drova.
Cloud, you're weird.
Not as weird as you.
Yeah, I'm alright.
God, we
I'm
are
weirder
weird.
than you.
I knew that Cloud would come for me.
Of course.
Aerith, don't make it any weirder. Besides, hey, I'm your bodyguard, right?
The deal was for one date, right?
Yeah, but you're gonna have to share me with Tifa.
Speaking of which,
Oh, I get it.
Do you?
Oh.
Do you? Tifa, you're there too. Shit, I mean.
Oh
hey.
God, you didn't know she was there.
Excuse me?
She's gonna break the walls with her bare hands.
Wait, that's how we get out.
This can
Yeah.
end. This can end only in either a catfight or a threesome. So it's a win-win.
Hey, given that nowadays polygamy is more smiled upon, threesome all the way.
You know, Aerith, I have a question.
There's no mud piles nearby anyway.
What's big and it's about to cave your face?
Oh, don't worry, Tifa. I have the answer. You're fake. What?
Does the Promised Land really exist?
Oh, I thought you were talking about your I mean,
Aerith, what did we say about not making it weird?
you're weird.
And
Stop
you're
being
I already
weird.
said
Aerith.
that. I don't know. All I know is
The only thing I know for real is...
the Setra were born from the planet, speak with the planet, and unlock the planet.
So they're living
Hack the
Keyblades.
planet!
And then the Setra will return to the Promised Land, a land that promises supreme happiness.
Well, at least they aren't gonna screw the planet like Cooler did. That was
Kojo would be all for
no.
that, though.
Well,
What does
technically-
that mean?
Well, technically, it was the Getty Star that did it, not Cooler himself.
Well, you know, he
Figure it
was
out, you
one with the
bimbo.
Getty Star, but you get what I
The
mean.
spaghetti star, yes.
I don't know much more than that.
Are you sure you're not hiding any cryptic details from us, Aerith, that would really come in handy to know?
Read a book.
Gee, yeah, sure. Let me get my bookcase here in this prison. Oh, wait, I seem to have left it back at home.
Let me get out, you dope. Full of people and noisy. That's why I can't make out what they're saying.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Also, it's basically the tyranny high mind. Good to know.
Like Superman can single out certain people across
I'm
the
not-
world.
Who? I only heard it at the church in the slums. Mama said that Midgar was no longer safe. It was ever safe in the first place.
Yeah, what? Midgard's always been the pinnacle of peace and prosperity.
Pinnacle of mid.
No.
It's literally in the name.
Well, now it's below
That
mid.
was the joke.
Can't spell Midgar without saying mid.
Thank you, Dubs. That was the joke indeed.
Someday I'll get out of Midgar, speak
Oh.
with the planet, and find my promised land.
It's
I
not a
don't
metaphor
think that's
for
a good
using your
idea.
V card.
That is my real mother. What's her name? Huh? My thoughts are getting a bit jumbled. I need a bit of time to think.
I guess there's not much we can do.
Tifa!
And then they all
punch
died
the
in their
wall!
cells.
I'm going for a nap.
God
You can
damn it.
literally lift up a diamond weapon with your
Yeah,
fucking bare hands.
might as well get some rest if you know what I mean,
Wait, what?
Tifa.
Especially
Yeah, see?
Cloud,
Nap time, let's go!
Cloud even has his sword on him in Horde Sprite. But yeah, let's take the nap, I guess.
What kind of guards are you? Take the prisoners' guns, weapons away from them.
Now, don't you
Well, I
see
mean,
the
Barret
doors?
is literally
Hell,
fused
hell.
to his body.
Hell, the people in Chrono Trigger, in that one particular segment in Chrono Trigger did that. Hell, we recently went for Lost Odyssey and they did that too there in that game. Like,
I mean,
Alright,
how can they take Barrett's away? This literally fused to his body.
No,
oh, yeah.
it can actually.
That's true.
It has a
First of all, it can actually be detached because there are different types of armaments you can switch on with it. But second, we unlocked the actual enhancements of material. Like I said, you can grab the material, but now you can actually perfect them, and you can actually upgrade them to a second tier. For example, in the case of Cure, it makes it become Cura. Again, they don't seem to progress more than the second tier of magic for the time being, but I get the suspicion maybe in the future we will be able to go even beyond of that. So yeah, that's basically the gist of it when it comes to material. Craft it as much as you want, and then try to get a decent star rarity for them, and then upgrade them for that. Again, if you don't normally upgrade them, if you don't normally use the upgrade system for the synthesizing, when you actually upgrade the material from 1 to 2 tier, it will automatically gain a new star. Otherwise, it will just stay to 2 or 3 or 4, as it is. Getting a 5-star material is really basically the best of luck you can get. Even I haven't got that much by the time we're recording this. So it's only something that you may want to do if you really just have a lot of resources that you just want to waste for experimental purposes, which, to be fair, like I said, the game does encourage you to do that, so there is that. And like I said, you obtain the tomes that allow you to craft different materials via the replaying some of the dungeons in a particularly dedicated section. Beat them with a high score, and one of the prizes is that tome that allows you to unlock the material. And again, they're relatively easy to do anyway, so it's just a matter of the game encouraging you to play in its different aspects. So there is that, technically. There you go. I'm just showcasing a couple of different things. You may notice that when it comes to elemental attacks, you have both the pure magical one, like say the water magic, or in this case the elemental affinity blow, for the sake of giving physical attacks a chance to give elemental properties. Anyway, in the next part, we're gonna get to the part, obviously, where Sephiroth storms in and slaughters everyone and see what happens. See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
Ta-ta.